Listen to these three monsters. It took a team of people to make these monsters, but me, as one dude, I'm gonna try to make these monsters sound as horrifying as possible. Here's the catch, I can only import 3 sounds. So let's start off with the... See, the story behind the T-Rex roar is actually pretty interesting. When they were making the sound for the T-Rex, they used a lot of animals. Like, a lot of animals. They even used trees falling. But when they were coming up with the roar, they were kind of stumped. So I guess one day they took their camera with them and went to the zoo. And at the zoo, they were chilling with this baby elephant until it made this sound. Yep, that's what created the most famous sound in movie history. But wait a minute, baby elephants aren't scary. I mean, everyone else says I look scary. So I committed myself to make a roar as scary as possible. See, the first thing I did was analyze the T-Rex body. And I noticed it had big teeth and a big belly. And it was pretty big. You know, I'm pretty smart. But you know what other animal has all those traits? A hippo. Now that we got one sound down, let's go to the other part. See, the T-Rex makes these little growls before it roars. And I thought of the perfect animal for it, and that is an American bison. Now, I didn't need to add another sound, but I wasn't really vibing with the hippo sound, so I decided to add a gorilla sound under it, and now you can see how it looks. This is the... that we have. See, in Monsters University, apparently Mike Wazowski is not that scary.
You're not scared.
So I'm gonna help my boy out by giving him another roar. See, looking at Mike's body proportions, he kind of looks like a toad. But if you listen to a toad, it sounds pretty funny. So I decided to get rid of that and replace it with a bat. Now for the roar, I didn't want it to be deep, but I also didn't want it to be high pitched. So I kind of had to find in the middle. And I thought of doing a deeper roar for the Velociraptor. I didn't think I needed a third roar, so I kind of just finished it off with this. So here, you can listen to this. Last but not least, we have... Look, I love everything about Bowser, from his voice, to his hair, to his overall design. But the thing that sucks is his roar. Dude, Bowser would benefit from such a good roar, so I'm going to help him out a little bit. See, I was looking at Bowser's wiki, and I noticed he was a reptile. So that made me want to use some lizard or dinosaur sounds, but that's actually not going to be his primary sound effect. See, one day I was wrestling with this grizzly bear in my backyard, and I said to myself, that kind of looks like Bowser. Okay, and I added the sound effect where I needed. Now, the second one I wanted to use was the Velociraptor sound. See, the genius strategy I had behind that was that the grizzly bear was kind of deep, but the Velociraptor was more high-pitched, so I thought they would balance each other out, so that's why I added it. It worked pretty well, but now this last sound effect I was kind of stuck on, but then I thought of it. See, Bowser was made in Japan, and you want to know what other lizard was made in Japan? Godzilla has many variants, and I was going to use the legendary roar, but I didn't really like how deep it was, so I decided to use the higher-pitched 1950s version, and I added it under the Velociraptor sound. After splicing everything together, I finally got it. I finally made Bowser stop sounding bad. I mean, bad. Here's the before.
Open the gates! Do you yield? I do not.
Try to make these monsters sound as scary as possible in this video, and I don't know if I succeeded, so if someone's watching this, maybe show it to their nephew or something. But the next time you see a scary sound in the movie, I want you to think to yourself, hey, it took a team of people to make that sound.